Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ignorant Intellectual. Today, we're doing our third movie, which is number 97, which is The Great Dictator. It's a 1940s film, black and white film, starring Charlie Chaplin, directed by Charlie Chaplin, produced by Charlie Chaplin. Um, Basically, Charlie Chaplin did the film, right? And he plays two characters in it. He plays like a Jewish barber in the ghetto, and he plays a dictator. Like a parody of Adolf Hitler, basically. All right, so that's basically what the film is about. It's taken during the war period of World War II, and it's basically um, Chaplin's satire on fascism and Mussolini and Hitler and all that stuff that was going on at the time. So, my opinion on it, it's pretty good. I think it should meet, it could be in the top 100 films. I call it a U-shaped movie, right? The reason why I call it a U-shaped movie is because the beginning of it was quite funny. The part where they crash the plane and he ends up losing his memory and all that was pretty funny. But then the middle part of the film is like kind of dry and kind of boring. But then the end, it picks up again. And it's really good at the end, especially with his speech when he's pretending to be the dictator, but he's really the Jewish barber pretending to be the dictator, and then he does a speech where he changes his mind. He doesn't want to be a fascist. He wants to have democracy and brotherly love and everything else, right? So it was a really good speech. If Chaplin wrote that, he's a really good writer as well as an actor. So what do you think of it?
Well, Charlie Chaplin is very known, but this is actually the first movie that I watched of him, and it was pretty funny, like especially at the beginning. But at the movie goes, like my dad said, it did kind of it got boring, like it just got repetitive. That I didn't like it, and also he's known to be like mime-like, so I wasn't really expecting him to talk in the movie, but that was really interesting, especially the last part, which is the speech towards whatever was going on at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really liked that because it was more real. It felt like he was speaking as himself and not just an
Yeah, he's
actor.
actually speaking
Like,
out against fascism.
yeah, like to the
It
real
was,
world.
it was weird seeing him speak. If you watched much of Charlie Chaplin's movies, let's say you start at the beginning of his career, you're going to be watching silent films mostly, right? And even short films.
Like Mr.
Um,
Bean, like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, like Mr. Bean, and so you don't hear him speak at all, right? And if he does speak, he just moves his mouth, and then because it's a silent picture, then you have the black screen with the wording on it or whatever, right? So, um, but in this one, he's speaking, so you get to hear his voice right from the beginning. Go, oh, that's kind of weird, but it was basically that was his first because when he was directing, he even after the talkies came out, he was still making silent films into that era because he was so famous for that. He didn't think, some people didn't think that the talkies would they're a fad and they'll go away kind of thing, right? So he kept making silent films, but then he saw the sales and attendance and everything decline, and then in 1940 he made his first actual speaking film, which is this one. So maybe that's why they put it in because it's his first speaking film. Anyways, it was a good film. Like I said, it's kind of like a U shape, but the ending was really good. It's one of the best endings I've seen in any film, and the beginning was quite funny. The problem with older films is some of the references and some of the things you lose it because you're not part of that generation. I see it with my daughter when we're watching films from the 70s and the 80s. She doesn't get some of the references or whatever, right? So same thing with this. This is the 1940s. I'm not going to get some of the references or some of the expressions or whatever, and she's not either, right? But he's more of a a method kind of comic actor, right? With body humor and all that, right? So it kind of does translate over time, right? So anyways, okay. So we thought it was good. So now we need a coin.
I don't have a coin.
We don't have a coin. All right, hold on. Here we go. It's a secret this time. So what does the Great Dictator show? Oh, it's the famous Charlie Chaplin mustache and hat.
Upside down hat.
Yeah, I think actually on the poster for the movie, it has that as well.
Really?
Yeah, like the hat being upside down.
The cover.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Airplane, another comedy. So look, we got comedy, horror, comedy, comedy. So interesting. All the comedies are at the lower end of the films. All right. So we'll review Airplane next time. All right. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. I would really enjoy that. And you have a great day. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.